All right. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If you didn't see my Halloween update video, all my readings are timeless now, which means you don't have to feel left out if you didn't see a video right as it aired. So whenever you see a video that you think might resonate with you, you can just go ahead and watch that and then see if it applies to your situation. And then the second big change that I did was that I'm uploading on a schedule now. So Pisces videos, along with Virgo videos, are on Saturdays. And the deck that I'm using today is called The Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright. And as always, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, the links are in the description. All right, Pisces. So I'm definitely seeing that you guys right now are very much have a offer on your mind. Either you're hoping to come forward to somebody with a love offer, or you're hoping that somebody will come forward to you with a love offer. The reason I think this is because I see the the Knight of Cups as your overall energy, which tells me that there's a message as your overall energy. And I definitely feel like it may possibly be someone that you have history with the Five of Pentacles, because the Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold. And to me, usually that's an indicator that there's been history here with someone. I feel like there's been a lot of working on yourself. I feel like you guys have been possibly single for a little bit, and you've been really working on yourself. Especially with this Judgment and Wheel of Fortune card. The Eight of Pentacles in itself is working on something, and I feel like that's been you. And with those two cards that I mentioned earlier, the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, I definitely feel that now is the time that it's sort of paying off, and you're sort of being judged for your hard work, and it's not in a bad way. I definitely see that you're really coming through and shining. You're really coming into an energy where you're shining, and I feel like people might actually even be telling you that you're glowing. I feel like with the Seven of Swords, it could be that they are right now, or have been in the past, very deceptive or very dishonest or untrustworthy. And like I was saying earlier, there's the Five of Pentacles as well, which talks about being left out in the cold. So I would definitely say that if this person who may have hurt you in the past comes forward and doesn't come correctly this time, then definitely don't go forward with it. And definitely, if they've hurt you in the past, be very mindful of what you do. Because I see two Knights, and the Knights talk about a message, talk about action on a message, but I feel like it's still kind of an immature energy, you know? I don't see any kings, I don't see any queens, I don't see anything that would sort of, mean that this person is coming more mature. But with the Hermit card, I definitely feel that this person may have done a lot of inner work, or maybe vice versa, you have done a lot of inner work. I see that there's the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups talks about emotional fulfillment. But my question to you would be, is that the situation that you know is going to happen, or is that the situation that you would hope is going to happen? So I feel that this person in the past hasn't really offered a whole lot to you. I feel like this might be a thing where you're possibly better off on your own, because I'm looking at these two rows here, and I see two Knights, I see the Five of Pentacles, and I see the Seven of Swords. And then on sort of this bottom row, which I take to mean you, I see the Ten of Cups, which is sort of like emotional fulfillment within you. I see the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment, which to me feels like it's your energy sort of, it's like you bearing the fruit of your hard work on yourself. And then the Eight of Pentacles, which like I said is you working hard on yourself. And then the Seven of Wands, which is sort of like the wounded warrior, right? So I feel like you could have been hurt by this person in the past and you've sort of healed beyond that, and then you're sort of going back into the dating scene, I feel like, for a lot of you. And you know, like, I see you really happy and stable right now. So I almost wonder if it's better for you to stay single. Obviously, that's your decision. But definitely, I would say, feel the situation out a little bit. Because if you have somebody coming back, currently as I'm uploading this, we're in a Mercury retrograde, so it's likely that you have exes coming back. I would say act accordingly. Right? So with this Hermit card, I definitely see that they've been going in with themselves, within themselves, but I almost wonder if, you know, did they really do any work? I think that this person is coming forth with, because I see the Knight of Cups and I see the Knight of Wands. And those are usually really good signs, right? Because the Knight of Cups comes forth with love, and the Knight of Wands comes forth with passion. Which, you know, by themselves are good things, but with this Seven of Swords and this Five of Pentacles, that's what really worries me. It worries me that there might be pain in the background. And it could even be that they're coming right, but, you know, the situation brings up a lot of, sort of triggers a lot of old memories within you, and it could be one of those things where it's like, oh, well, I don't know if I need that right now. But like, I do feel that you were probably really infatuated with this person in the past. I just think that now is a good time for you to really sit through and think things through. What is it that you are looking for? Maybe like plant your intentions and look for people that have the qualities that you're really looking for. Because I haven't mentioned this yet, but the Hermit card does symbolize the astrological sign of Virgo. So it could be that for some of you, you're dealing with a Virgo, and it could also be for some of you that you're dealing with somebody who has had this happen to them. So it's sort of, this is how you feel, and then they feel they've been left out in the cold in the past, and they've dealt with some less than honest partners, and they're sort of bringing that into your relationship. So also, like, consider if that's something that you're willing to sort of work with them on. And I feel like for maybe even another group of you guys, you may be the ones that have felt that in the past, and you see them that way, or they see you this way, where it's like, oh, well, I could achieve so many things with this person, or the Wheel of Fortune, like, they are my treasure almost. I'm seeing emotional fulfillment, though. Like, the Ten of Cups to me is a good sign. The Wheel of Fortune is a good sign. The Judgment, even, to me, is a good sign. So look, I'm getting that expression. The funny thing about rose-colored glasses is that red flags just look like flags. So definitely pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the red flags, and pay attention to the work that you've put in on yourself. But I see happiness. I see happiness. Just like, make smart decisions and keep working on yourself. But that was your reading for this time around. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It really helps out the channel, and I'd love to know if the reading resonated with you. But like I said before, I upload my new Pisces videos on Saturdays. But you're more than welcome to look at my other timeless readings. And I sincerely hope to see you guys next time for your next reading.